Okay, look, obviously the police have a very bad reputation out there. They have a bad reputation.
Yeah, I agree.
And nothing much is being done to ease the tensions.
Jeff, I want to tell you something. The policemen, I've always said, don't come from the moon. The policemen come from the society. And we must agree that our society, our moral standards has gone down.
Yes.
Because people expect too much from the police, while people do very bad things. I want to give you a very good example. You remember the case of the young member of parliament, Babu Owino.
Yes.
At his age, and being a member of parliament, you must differentiate His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as Uhuru an individual, baba ya so and so, mtoto ya so and so. But you must also recognize Uhuru Kenyatta as the President of the Republic of Kenya. That seat he sits, the presidency, is a very honorable seat. You can't abuse it. Are you getting it? But you find very senior people feeling that you can abuse the presidency simply because you are abusing a person you hate. He's not the person. You see, today I'm Charles Owino. There's a difference between Charles Owino and Charles Owino, the Assistant Inspector General of Police, who is the police spokesperson. There's where I sit, which you must, and Jalango, you must differentiate that. Because Jalango would expect me today to be an activist and support NASA. Because Luos are in NASA. So even when NASA blocks the road,
you should help.
Bans the kiosks, bans somebody's things, then I should not talk. But you see, Jalango, there's a difference between Owino, who has removed police clothes and has become a politician and wants to be a liar, and Owino, the policeman who is a civil servant. The difference is very clear and it must be noticed.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, as much as the police may appear to be bad, but you must also understand the position in which the police works.
Okay, are you telling us?
Because Jeff, today, as much as we want to say we are bad, I am sure if anything happens in your house, even if you hear a cat, you will call me and tell me, oh, you know, hey, robbers wamekuja hapa, and you expect me to come. So, as much as you want to know what you think is bad, because, like, for example, now we have a responsibility to protect property and lives. Like now we have demonstrations in Nairobi. Somebody was telling me this morning that the demonstrations are peaceful and we should not come to the street as police. Now let's assume, because there is NASA trying to struggle to get into government. There is Jubilee, who is already in government, whom NASA wants to remove from government. Jubilee are supporters. As much as NASA supporters, Jubilee are supporters. If we let NASA people come to town, and we abdicate our duty, and we sit back, we say their demonstration will be peaceful, then the Jubilee people come and they clash. Now what wakufe? The Inspector General will be indicted for abdicating his duty, and all of us will be indicted for abdicating his duty.
A moment ago you mentioned Babu Owino. Are you saying that society is a reflection? Are we a reflection of Babu Owino? Is that what you're implying?
Yes, because you don't condemn. You know, when you do a wrong thing, it's a wrong thing. It doesn't matter whether you hate President Uhuru Kenyatta or you hate Raila. But what happens is, this is a person sitting on the presidency of the Republic. That is our flag, whether you like him or whether you hate him. You cannot afford to be immoral, to abuse that position. When Ngoja, siku ile atawacha kazi, when he leaves his work as the president, abuse him, he will sue you. Are you getting me? Abuse him when he has left work as an individual. When President Uhuru Kenyatta has retired and has gone home, he has left his work, then go and abuse him. He will take you to court. And he will be compensated. He will auction you until your shoes and your hair will be auctioned. That is now up to you. But when you abuse the presidency at this time, then you are abusing the Republic of Kenya. You are not worth you assault. And if you find people do not want to condemn this, we are going to allow young boys, like what the boys were doing in Mamlaka Road, stopping people, as this is a fact, stopping people asking for IDs.
Yeah.
Jeff, before you talk about the police whom you are saying went to Mamlaka Road, because if we find any policeman, because we have a procedure for doing everything, even if you murder today, we will just arrest you and take you to court and charge you, but we will not convict you. Court, you cannot say, we have seen Jeff has killed Jalango, why are you not just taking him to prison? There's a process. Even us, when our officers have allegedly done a wrong thing, we don't just condemn them. We take them through a process. And that is why I've said the IPOA is there, the Independent Police Oversight Authority is there. But we must first of all start from the genesis. Don't forget, don't start supporting these boys and girls for what they did without first of all condemning what was wrong. You know, condemn everything that is wrong. Number one, it is wrong for young boys and girls to imagine they can go to Mamlaka Road, block the road, and even ask for IDs. It is immoral in the first place. Number two, now police have come. They have been chased from the roads. We must ask, were policemen invited by security to the halls? If they were, that chief security officer must tell us, why did you invite our officers to the halls? And then that senior officer who was taken there, why did you not consult on the next course of action? Why did you go to the halls and did that?
And what happened?
So they will have to take. No, he will have to. If it is found that he actually went to the halls and he was not invited by the security, then he will have to take responsibility.
And the man who tossed the tear gas, what happens to him?
My brother, do you know how many policemen we dismiss on a monthly basis? Police is the only institution where we sack people. We don't fear sacking people. If we find that the officer acted in contravention of the law, upon inquiry, he would even go to court, not just be sacked. You remember what happened to us in Kenyatta University saga in 1996?
No.
Our commissioner was sacked when a student was killed in Kasarani. You remember? Yeah, our commissioner Kiruki had to leave work. He took responsibility for what a junior officer said. But what you must know about the police, we are not like military. Military, they take collective responsibility because in military you cannot act without the instructions of your boss. But policemen are officers of the law, trained, that will always act without time to refer to their superiors or to refer to their books. You must know what the law provides for. And that is why when a junior officer finds a robber in River Road and they start exchanging fire, the junior officer cannot pick his phone and call me, Afande, nipige kichwa, nipige mguu. Hapana. He takes action. And when he takes action, he takes responsibility.
It's the Hot Breakfast with Jeff and Jalango.